Even if Teltonika has a perfect product, it's still, for the project to be successful, all the elements should work together. Not only hardware, but also software connectivity that should connect perfectly. And that's what I'm going to speak about today. So throughout my career, I was working with different size of clients. I was working with startups. I was working with big providers that cater to huge fleets operating in different countries, having multiple offices. But for me, the most satisfying part was to see my startup growing business with us. But as I noticed, with the growth comes the hustle as well. You are becoming bigger and bigger. Now you need to have a warehouse for your devices and manage the warehouse somehow. You can't remember all your clients anymore. You need a CRM. You have now multiple connectivity subscriptions. You need to manage that as well. And in the end of the day, you end up with a handful of different platforms that you need to learn and you need to switch from back and forth. So me personally, in my daily life, I have 4. I have my CRM, I have my logistics platform, FOTA WEB, and of course, help desk where you are leaving your queries. So who can relate? Who has 4 or more solutions to manage their business? So I have. So yeah, I see you. Then this is a presentation would be useful for you for sure. Because from my experience, having this complexity means being open to the risks of mistakes that can be done on a daily basis. So recently, one of our clients shared with us a story. The client's engineer working in FOTA WEB was in the process of updating devices, sending configuration to devices. And the configuration was wrong. One action, one task created in FOTA WEB messed up with 10,000 devices installed in the field in different fleets of different clients. And of course, you can fix the situation. In FOTA, you have the history of the changes of the devices, you have your files stored, you can repair that. But while you're wasting time on this manual repair, you have your clients calling you and asking, where is my vehicle? I don't see it anymore on a map. The report is wrong. Notifications are not coming. And that's definitely the situation that you don't want to have. But of course, you can say that, well, the employee is to blame, right? The employee is to blame. But when we investigated the situation, we understood that our client was having all the devices in FOTA WEB in one company without having company structure. So for the employee, it was very hard to understand who is the owner of the devices, who is using them in real life, what is the use case behind. Also, there was no automation implemented that, yeah, the employee needed to go to the interface, manually select the devices, perform the update. And from my perspective, the root of the error, actually, it's not the performance of the employee, is the lack of the connection between devices and the customers, the fleets that are using them. Our client had this information, but into different systems. And what I would like to invite you to do today is to connect the dots. Use the integration possibilities that you have at hand. And I will be speaking about 3 types of integration today. I will start from something that you already have at your disposal, but only a few of you are using, according to our stats, is FOTA WEB API. So there could be different use cases of implementation depending on your operations, on your business. You can synchronize the list of devices you have in FOTA with your fleet management platform. This way you don't need to create them manually anymore. Or vice versa. You can integrate your CRM with FOTA WEB, have the same list of customers in two systems, distribute devices among them, and avoid the mistake that I was speaking about just a few minutes ago. You can trigger the update of your devices and accessories connected, and you can even have the automation implemented on your side. So it's up to you to decide what to do with it. It's up to you to choose the direction that you should take. But I definitely recommend to consider this type of integration. But the mistakes are not the only thing that we are trying to fight here. It's also the waste of time. We at Teltonika, we understand it perfectly. We are growing rapidly lately, as Antanas showed, both in terms of devices that we are manufacturing, both in terms of even models of devices that we have in our portfolio, but also in terms of people. And we looked into the time we are spending on supporting one of our products in the portfolio, which is connectivity. And we started to check what we are spending the time on. And we discovered that actually we are wasting the time equivalent to almost to one support engineer, qualified IoT support engineer, knowing our product line is wasted because of the tedious repetitive tasks that can be and should be automated. And my next integration that I will speak about is exactly about that. Is about avoiding tedious operations, switching back and forth between solutions, and spoiler alert here. I would like to present you TCT Web. That's something many of you were asking from us. That's the web version of the configurator that is designed specifically for FT platform devices. It would be available specifically for our premium users of FOTA WEB, so you, Gold partners, and higher. And what is more, it's not released to the public yet. You would be the first to see it. You, our partners, our early enablers, would be able to test it first during this event. So from now on, all you need to do to create the configuration from scratch is to go to FOTA WEB, open TCT Web tab. No need to install TCT on all your PCs. No need to create the file somewhere, upload to FOTA, then send to device. So you can do that everything in the FOTA Web. If you want to edit the configuration, also totally possible. All you need is basically your browser. You can edit or check the files that you're storing in FOTA Web. No need to download, then check on the PC, then upload to FOTA again and send to devices. So everything could be done in your browser. So, and that's how the ecosystem around the device looks like, right? So we have our TCT, our configurator to set our devices. We have FOTA Web integrated with TCT, let's say integrated with your internal systems as well. We have the right hardware and firmware of the device working together. But is it really enough to have your data in the Telematics platform? Well, in most cases, I would say, yeah, definitely. We give a protocol. It's relatively easy to integrate. Of course, take it and implement it. But it's not the case for all of the niches and all of the types of businesses. That's what we discovered when we started to consider the update of WebTacho, our software to manage tachograph data. By the way, other people in the hall that already work with the tachograph control in the tachograph industry? Well, then, yeah, I see hands. So you know what I'm talking about. For the rest who is not working in the industry in this specific niche at the moment. So in order to stay compliant in Europe, commercial fleets need to collect the information about the hours driven and driver performance and store it. So that's exactly the purpose of our small application, WebTacho. It allows to download specific DDD files from the tachograph, store it in the cloud. Wonderful. So we started to speak with our most active users, what you would like us to improve. Of course, there was things that we seen as well, like performance, like scalability, but also one of the key things that clients asked is the integration capability. Give me a tool to be able to extract those files and work with them further. And that's how the idea of the new product and of the new type of integration came to life. I would like to present you TachoSync, the solution that we are working on at the moment, that would allow to fully automate the extraction of DDD files from the tachograph. So when we were working on TachoSync, we were aiming to cater to two audiences. Service providers, those that don't have their own software for tachograph control at all, and our software partners, seasoned providers working specifically in tachograph industry, having their solution for analytics, but maybe struggling to implement different brands of devices in their platform. For service providers, we are here to give you an easy-to-use, user-friendly tool that will allow you to automate the DDD files extraction and save storage in the cloud. And for our software providers, we are here to, again, automate the extraction process on our side, serve as data backup if you need it, and of course, provide the tools to exploit the data in tachograph analytics software, in fleet management software. So TachoSync here is designed to serve as a bridge between a device and end user solution.